What I did for this intro will make sense at the very end of this video. But first we have a more pressing issue on our mind. Rentaro, why?
Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
This is Kaede, an ultimate student, specifically the ultimate pianist. Let's start talking about this game, shall we? We get to meet some new faces, and not any that we recognize, but throughout the first part of the game, we get to finally meet them. My favorite is Rantaro. Throughout this part, he seems like he might know more than everyone else knows. And randomly, we get to find out what that might be. He suddenly drops the name of something called the Ultimate Hunt. When I consider that this character's design is incredibly well made and that he has a mysterious personality, he must be this game's version of Nagito. He'll definitely shine, and when we get to the first try— Huh? This was the exact opposite of what I expected this character to be. It's almost as if this entire game was broken and shattered in pieces that just didn't fit this series. Wasting such an important character this early? This didn't feel normal. However, that was far from the end of it. For the killer of this murder, there was a special prize. The first kill perk. Something that they would have never dared to bring up in previous games. Although, no one takes it. Not a single person in this room. It feels off. Why would the murderer do this? Then, we need to start investigating. This feels ordinary, the exact same as we've done for the last 50 hours of playtime in the last two games. But this time though, we're actually not alone. We have Shuichi to help us with investigating. He is the ultimate detective after all. With his help, we can do this without any problems. And Kaede does one more thing. Reassuring Shuichi that he must find the truth. No matter what that truth may be, or what it might bring. For the trial, she reassures him just one more time before it begins.
I think everyone is afraid of learning the truth. But the people who are willing to find the truth are the ones who can decide their fate. If you never know the lies from the truth, then you can't choose a path. You won't even know you're on a path. So, fight for the truth, even if it is frightening. I know you can do this.
The first class trial. Everything goes to plan, we solve each mystery one by one. This keeps happening with a pretty steady pace. Until Kaede suddenly lies about something that makes Shuichi realize and confirm something. He knew that this was a lie because, well, he knew the truth. But why? Wasn't she the one that was praising to find the truth? Why would she actively lie then? Then she turns to Shuichi and says the words that he didn't want to hear, but he needed to find the truth. What is Kaede doing? It's as if she knows too much.
Yep, I know. I've known for a long time.
Long time?
Because there was only one person able to set the flash on the camera. Isn't that right, Shuichi?
Choose. Who do you think is the murderer?
No doubt about it.
That's right. We've been playing as a murderer. The perspective of the very murderer we're searching for. Something that the first two games were too scared to do. To do the exact opposite of what it means to be a protagonist in this series. Shuichi is the actual protagonist of this story. After the first trial, we're now in the shoes of the ultimate detective. The exact opposite of the first two games, where we only played as normal students in this ultimate academy. But this time we get to experience this story in the eyes of an actual ultimate for the very first time. After the second trial, something changed. Someone was not who they said they were. Kokichi, someone who always lies, tells us something that we would have thought was a lie.
Yeah, you can probably snap my neck like a twig right now, but that's not your style. You would rather kill from the shadows, right, Miss Ultimate Assassin?
Mikey wasn't the ultimate child caregiver. She is the ultimate assassin. That's not the part that I want to focus on. What I want to focus on is her relationship to everyone else. Nobody trusts her anymore. Nobody except Kaito. He's the one that tries to tie everyone together, and he wasn't going to let Maki out of the group. Before, he wanted to train with Shuichi, but now he finally carried Maki along with him. During the second and third chapter, we get to see how their relationship towards each other changes and pretty much intertwines. And Maki develops feelings for Kaito. Pause. Think of a time in this entire Danganronpa series where a relationship between two side characters develops and isn't treated as some kind of joke or a gag. What this game does spectacularly well is develop relationships between characters. The opposite of the first two games, where everyone needs to do their own thing. If there's one common theme in this game compared to what hope is in the first game and future is in the second game, then it's definitely that you need to, no matter what, find the truth. And if there's anyone that goes against this entire philosophy, then that person is inside this very game. Kokichi has been a liar since the very beginning. We have no idea what he lied about and what he actually meant. He loves to lie every single time. Or does he? Cue the fourth class trial, where everything starts to change. Miu has been killed and we've investigated everything. We have just as much evidence as usual. We should be able to solve this one. Let's go through this class trial. We're progressing like usual, nice. Okay, we need to lie here now. I don't really like doing that, but there really isn't another choice.
I'll reveal the truth.
Someone took that personally. Someone that would usually eat this up. But instead, Kokichi takes this lie that he has been fed and steps right on top of it. He knew what the truth was, and now he will use it as a weapon to hurt everyone.
I told you, I'm gonna get in the way by taking away the mystery-solving fun. If I can't win this game, then I'll make it boring for everyone. That's my revenge. Well then, the culprit is Gonta.
What? Huh? What did you...
With this, he doesn't only hurt the characters in the game, but the very player themselves. I cannot tell you how much I love this moment, this twist, this absolute truth. Something that takes thousands of words to understand normally, all in 4 words. We were so close to something like this happening in other trials, having such a short answer, but it was always somehow convoluted or complicated. However, this was the exact opposite. Now with Gonta in the spotlight, Kokichi starts to bombard him with accusations.
That's why it hurts my heart to persecute Gonta like this! Gonta, what I'm trying to say is...
If you keep hearing you say you don't know,
then you gotta prove
why are you so dumb?
Gonta, argue back already! Just make an excuse or whatever!
Stop it! That's enough!
Is this the true Kokichi? The one that knows the truth and wants nothing but the truth? However, with Gonta having lost his memories, this makes things very, very tricky, and almost leads everyone to not even believe Kokichi. However, this was the truth. The truth that we wanted. oh so much. Oh, have I wanted to talk about this since I finished this game. The ending. Before I tell you my thoughts, let's explain the ending in detail so we're all on the same page. With a sudden change, Tsumugi explains us what's been going on. The entire world that this was set in is fiction. Ultimate real fiction. In the real world, which isn't ours, people sign up to Danganronpa and actively want to be a part of it. Their memories get wiped and they become a fictional character that plays along a script. So what about the real part? Well, somehow this series is allowed to let the real, living contestants kill each other. The real world is too peaceful. So peaceful that they want and allow this killing. The opposite of what this entire series has told us to strive for. Now, most people's reaction was, what the? And no, not to the killing, but to the fiction. That this world and the characters were all fictional all along. This made people feel like this was all for nothing. This world, the characters, the lore, all for nothing. However, if you actually completed the game, you can play the epilogue and you realize something. Does it really matter if it's fiction? All that we know, it could be real. Real to us. This isn't fiction. What I did for this intro will make sense at the very end of this video. Well, let's get back to that. While writing this video, I've realized something. This third Danganronpa game, this 53rd killing game, it goes against anything that this series has told us up until now. That's why I didn't start this video like the first two ones with some kind of cold open, but instead with no voices at all. This game has been the best Danganronpa game. You can see and feel that while playing. From the twists, to the protagonist, to the relationships, to the theme, to the characters, to the very ending. This game is special. This is the game that goes against every convention, yet feels absolutely natural and pulls it all off. This is Danganronpa.